Training your son, is it hard for him being trained by you? What do you think about that?
Well, you got
Just
kids?
the relationship.
Oh, you got kids?
Yeah.
You always expect the best
Yeah.
out of yours. You can relate. Questions like that. The people that that demands an explanation, they wouldn't understand if you told them. The one that don't need no explanation, they understand already when you ask the question. It's always, because you expect more out of your own. You know what I mean? You just because it's of you. You know what I mean? You expect it to be, something far above and far beyond what you are. You know what I mean? So I guess all parents, all fathers, their expectation level of their kids is always far greater than than John Q. Simpson can ever imagine. Unless he got a kid that he's doing something with. But this is a changing world, and you must adapt, and you must constantly adapt because every day is a changing world, So what was good enough to be the best yesterday won't be good enough to be the best tomorrow. You know what I mean? So therefore, if you don't adapt or do something to change with it, then you're gonna get left behind, and that's what happens. Otherwise, you can't never stop reaching.
What'd you think about the Calzaghe fight?
I try not to think about it too much because, I don't want to take my credit from Joe, but there's a lot of, I gave my opinion of it before the fight. I said, well, prepared for him, right? There's no way Joe could have beat him. I don't think Joe actually wanted to beat him. It's the fact that him being out of his element, not being the things that made him Roy, that he's renowned for, that the world knows him for, So, but sometimes it takes something like that to bring you back around,
What do you think happened in the first round? After Joe was down, were you thinking, put him away?
Well, he always has been a pretty good finisher. You know what I mean? Normally if you get a guy down one time, he'll never get out of it. But like I say, I don't know how it didn't have nothing to do with the preparation of it. I don't know what that took place, so I can't. I know he was physically he was in good shape. So he was in the best shape that I had seen him in quite a few years physically, you know what I mean? But so that let you know he did train, you know what I mean? But this is professional, this is not amateur. You can't generalize, you gotta train for the occasion, You wouldn't take ice skis in the desert, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna satisfy all of them all the time, but the majority of them, they just don't understand what it takes to develop anything that's extraordinary. Horse, dog, anything. It takes time. The method of doing that is not ordinary tactics, ordinary method. The only thing they're trying to identify with how they raise their kids and how they feel, what they think and so forth and all that. But that don't make nobody special. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's just like our scientists, our rocket scientists. They ain't ordinary people. They're crazy. They say they're crazy. All the super smart people, Einstein, all them people crazy, they say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not ordinary. You know what I mean?
And watching them fight, what was that like?
It wasn't. I didn't watch a whole lot.
No.
No. I listened to more results than I did anything. So I didn't watch a whole lot. When I see him and I see certain things that I know it should be certain ways, you know what I mean? I just don't watch it because I'm not used to it. I just refuse to. Because I know he's better than that. And I know he can do better than that, But I have to respect his choices, you know what I mean? If he elected to do it that way, then he don't want to suffer consequences. Because I can't be a person for him. I can't be a man for him. I can't be at the end of the day, all said and done, whatever he do or whatever it took, all during the course of the day to make people recognize him like that, at the end of the day, he gonna get the recognition. You know what I mean? It won't be for me. So I didn't do none of that for me. And he
Laughing and yelling then, because you saw what was going on and you knew that it was okay, even though he was in the corner getting hit.
Oh yeah. Only thing, with him getting on up in age now, he still got the speed and his technique is so advanced. It's been that way. People call it unorthodox, say he born with it, whatever have you, but work hard. He had to work hard because I drove him hard when he was a kid, And I think when they make them statements, they're kind of taking away from him a little bit. They ain't giving him full credit of what he's done to get in the state to perform like he is. It wasn't easy, and being under me, well, it ain't easy. No, I couldn't be under me. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
serious, you know. But even now, you know, I just can't see Joe beating Roy. He don't. Joe's a great, tremendous fighter. Don't get me wrong. It happened that way, but you know, sometimes the fastest horse don't always win the race. You know what I mean? The best team don't always win the game. You know, it's who come prepared to play that day or run that day. You know what I mean? And that's how upsets take place. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna reign up there at the top, you know what I mean? It's costly, man. It takes away from all your time, all your outgoing time and everything. You still, cause everybody's shooting at you. That's when it get harder. It's easier trying to get up there than just staying up there. You can believe that now. Cause everybody up there figure, well, I got everything in the world to gain, but nothing to lose, and that's hell dealing with. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they wanted to reign at the top. You know, his technique was far above what it was. You know what I mean? Gene Turner was in the same likeness. And I don't know if you know go back in history like that. It was before, you know, just beyond everybody else at the time. You know, and they had to catch up. Holloway doesn't need to go back and watch. He was the same likeness. He's real, what they call far ahead of his time. You know? And they call it awkward because they don't understand it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nobody fought like that.
No. Nobody fought. Gene Turner, he fought like that in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was extremely intelligent. He understood, he exercised all that. The laws of relativity, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The laws of gravity and stuff, all that got to play a part in it. I don't know. Like I told him, if he's gonna continue to go like on the route he's going, I asked him to quit a long time ago.
Hey,
But
Jermaine,
now, like he is, I don't know.
you said y'all want to eat? Come on.
I really and truly couldn't tell you. But whatever it is gonna be, it's gonna be up to him. Yeah.
Yeah.